Family, I'm back at it in the kitchen, and today we're going to be making some butternut squash and kale soup, the hearty version, of course. I'm here for it. Let's just get right into it. Okay, Fusion family, so let's go over the ingredients list that we have here. I have 3 cups of butternut squash, a 3/4 cup of chopped kale, some coconut milk, some garlic, sweet peppers, onions, and tomato chopped. And I'm going to be spicing this soup with, believe it or not, the turkey rub, which is one of my favorite to put on vegetables and roasted potatoes. I'm also going to be using some of the salt-free all-purpose seasoning by Caribbean Fusion, and for a little pizzazz, I'm going to add some tamarind chutney simmering pepper sauce. You can always add your own salt to taste. We're going to start the soup by sauteing, a quick saute on these vegetables just to caramelize them. The garlic, the onions, the tomatoes, and the sweet peppers. So we're caramelizing the vegetables for about a minute before we add our butternut squash in about 6 cups of water. We're going to cook the butternut squash until it's tender, and then we're going to puree it to form the base for the soup. And we're going to simmer this about 6 cups of water, and we're going to simmer this until it's nice and tender. Okay, so I have the butternut squash and about 5 to 6 cups of water, depending on how thick you want this soup to be. And we're going to have this simmer until the squash becomes tender. I am going to puree to form the base of this soup. So we're probably going to be cooking this for about 15 minutes before adding the additional ingredients. So let's get the additional ingredients in this soup. The squash is already pureed, cooked and pureed. I just use one of those hand blenders. I'm going to add a 3/4 cups of frozen kale. I am going to add my coconut milk, and I have a 1/2 cup here of coconut milk. And we're going to season the pot again with the Caribbean Fusion gourmet turkey rub. It's one of my faves to add to vegetables, soups. You know, you can add this to so many different things because of the layering. So we're going to add a little bit of that. You're basically going to season to taste. I'm going to add some of the salt-free all-purpose seasoning, the salt-free Irie Vibes. 2, and again, you're just seasoning to taste. You're going to add your salt to taste. And I like my soup a little bit on the hearty side, so I am going to add, you can add your favorite vegetables. I am going to add actually some yams to this soup because I'm trying to make it a little bit more hearty. We're going to add some tamarind chutney simmering pepper sauce. Again, everything is to taste. But I am going to add some yams to this pot to make it, and I just have a mixture of like different type of sweet potatoes or any type of yams. You can use any type of sweet yams, potatoes. I'm going to add it to the soup. You know, a little bit of tamarind chutney simmering pepper sauce. And we're just going to get this pot rolling. And season with your salt to taste, guys. So our soup is coming along, and you know, you can go ahead and taste and adjust as needed. I feel like adding a little bit of black pepper for some additional flavoring. I feel like I want to add a little of the Caribbean Fusion soul fusion chicken season blend to it. Again, you can always play around with your, and again, our spices is just loaded with nothing but herbs. No MSG, soy, nuts, none of that stuff. And you can adjust the taste. And our soup is just about ready, guys. Let's just spoon this out and give it another taste test. Alright guys, so our soup is ready. It's looking delish, you know. Team it up with whatever you want to team it up with. That's why I added the potatoes and I added my vegetables that I like to eat in my soup. And let's just give it one final one. Yum! And as always, it is a pleasure having you here. Bye!